Okay, this is my second PowerPoint project presentation for Physics 2020, and the topic was the sun, production of heat and light. My name is Jordan Kyle Farnsley. I'll be your guide. I have to warn you that this is one of two videos. My phone has issues uploading certain size files onto YouTube. It's a real hassle, but we're going to make it happen. Alright, so first we're going to start out with a brief history of the sun. Okay, so our days, they start with the sun rising and they typically end with the sun setting, and this creates the natural cycle of life as most human creatures know it. But close to the beginning of time, before the creation of fire, we had the ancient people who completely depended on the sun for heat and light. Ancient people looked at the sun as a god rather than a star because of its importance. And right here, that's what we can see, Ra, the Egyptian god of the sun. And it's well documented, in the Egyptian times that they worshipped these gods, and for good reasons. It's why we're here, the heat and the light, and for other reasons we'll get into. But it's the center of the universe. But not always so. Sometimes we thought that the Earth was actually the center of the universe, and this is called the geocentricism. But it was later discovered, of course, that's the other way around, called the heliocentric model, which we can see here. Everything orbits around the sun. There's the theory that, it's completely true, there's a theory that the centripetal force, which continually pulls the Earth towards the sun, is perfectly balanced by an equal force but opposite in direction, called the centrifugal force. Now that's the imaginary force created by the action of the Earth moving around its orbit. So without the presence of gravity, the Earth would just fly away into outer space, and no one would get their heat, no one would get their light, there'd be no sun, everybody would be bummed, nobody would be here. The sun produces massive amounts of energy, and it comes from the core, and it comes from nuclear fusion. That's why we're here, to talk about nuclear fusion. The energy given off of the nuclear fusion comes in the form of heat and light, and this provides for the Earth. Okay, that's how it happens. But if you don't believe me, ask NASA. They will tell you same thing. So NASA says that the sun, like all stars, contains mostly hydrogen, but it produces energy from nuclear reactions. In most common chemical reactions, the outer parts of whole atoms, the electrons, interact. The nuclear reactions are a type of chemical reaction in which the nuclei of atoms interact rather than the electron-bearing surfaces of atoms interacting. So, interaction of the nuclear level requires huge amounts of energy to initiate the reaction. But when this does happen, it's an unbelievable release of energy during the reaction. And the stars in the nuclear reactions are primarily the fusion of hydrogen and nuclei forming helium nuclei. Okay? They fuse together to form the helium, and this is converted into energy. You can see we have formulas here that break that down for us. Alright? Now, this is the end of the first video. I will come back with the next slide and we will finish. Thank you.